Once upon a time, deep in the green jungle lived a colorful parrot named Rio. His feathers shimmered like emeralds kissed by the morning sun, with splashes of ruby red on his wings and a beak that curved into what always looked like a friendly smile. Rio had the sweetest voice in the entire forest. It was smooth like honey dripping from a comb, soft like the whisper of leaves in a gentle breeze, and so comforting that even the grumpiest animals would stop whatever they were doing just to listen. Every morning, as golden sunlight filtered through the thick canopy, Rio would spread his wings and fly from tree to tree, spreading compliments like seeds in the wind. "Oh, dear lion, you are the kindest king I've ever seen. Your roar protects us all, and your wisdom lights our path like the brightest star," he would say, hovering gracefully near the mighty rock where King Leo rested. "Beautiful deer, your grace makes the whole jungle shine. When you run, it feels like poetry dancing on the earth," he would whisper to Lila the deer as she drank from the sparkling river.
"Strong elephant, without you, we all feel so unsafe. Your power is the backbone of our jungle family," he would call out to gentle giant Bala, who stood tall among the bamboo groves. All the animals loved listening to Rio. His words wrapped around their hearts like warm sunshine on a cold morning. Rio's presence had become a daily ritual, a moment of joy in their busy jungle lives. Mothers told their children, "Be like Rio, always spread kindness with your words." But unknown to them, Rio was not kind. Deep inside, beneath those bright feathers and sugar-coated voice, lived a clever and selfish soul. Rio wanted power. He wanted to be the most important animal in the jungle, not through strength or wisdom, but through control. He had watched how words could move hearts, and he realized something dangerous. If he could make animals feel good, he could also make them feel bad. And if they believed him when he praised them, they would believe him when he poisoned their minds. So slowly and carefully, Rio started planting sweet lies. It began with small things. One sunny afternoon, while the animals gathered near the watering hole, Rio flew close to King Leo. In a voice filled with fake concern, he whispered, "Your Majesty, I heard the elephant saying that you are getting old and weak. He says your roar doesn't shake the trees like it used to. He wants to become the new king and lead the jungle his way." King Leo's golden eyes narrowed. His majestic mane seemed to bristle with sudden anger. "Is that so?" he growled softly. The seed of doubt was planted. Later that same day, Rio flew to Bala the elephant. With the softest, most caring tone, he said, "My dear friend Bala, I must warn you. The lion is planning to attack you tonight. He says you're too big and slow, that your size is a burden to the jungle. He wants to drive you away so he can rule without challenge." Bala's huge ears flapped nervously. His wise eyes filled with worry. He had always trusted the lion, but now, what if it was true? Slowly, doubt and fear started spreading in the jungle like invisible vines. The lion stopped talking to the elephant. When they crossed paths near the tall grass, they would turn their heads away. The once friendly greetings became cold silence. Layla, the deer, began avoiding Miko, the monkey, after Rio told her in a sorrowful voice, "Dear Layla, Miko has been making fun of your slender legs behind your back. He calls you twig legs when you're not around." Layla's heart broke a little. She started drinking water alone, far from her old friends. Even the birds stopped sharing food with each other. Rio had whispered to the colorful parrots, "The hornbills are saying your songs are annoying and they want the sky all to themselves." Tiny misunderstandings grew into big walls. The once peaceful jungle, where animals helped each other find food, shared stories under the moonlight, and protected each other from danger, became full of suspicion and anger. The air felt heavier. Laughter became rare. The river seemed less sparkling. Flowers bloomed, but no one stopped to admire them.
Days turned into weeks. Rio watched his plan unfold with hidden delight. He continued flying around, pretending to be the peacemaker, while secretly adding fuel to the fire. The animals started arguing over small things. A simple disagreement over who should drink first at the river turned into shouting matches. The monkeys, once playful, now swung through trees with worried faces. The birds flew in smaller flocks, afraid of betrayal. One young rabbit named Hopper lost his best friend because of a lie Rio spread. "Your friend thinks you're a coward," Rio had said. Hopper cried alone under a bush that night, wondering how everything had changed so fast. The jungle that had once been a symphony of life, buzzing bees, chirping birds, and roaring lions and trumpeting elephants, was now filled with whispers, sideways glances, and broken trust. One evening, the tension finally exploded. A big fight broke out between King Leo and Bala the elephant near the ancient banyan tree. It started with a small push over territory, but years of built-up suspicion turned it deadly. Trees shook violently as the lion roared with fury and the elephant charged with his massive tusks. Dust flew everywhere. Animals ran in fear, hiding in bushes and behind rocks. The jungle that was once filled with laughter was now filled with roars, trumpets of anger, and tears of heartbreak. Birds fled the canopy. Even the wind seemed scared to blow. An old wise tortoise named Kavi had watched everything silently from his quiet corner near the riverbank. He had lived for over 100 years and had seen many seasons. He knew that words could be more dangerous than claws. With great effort, he slowly made his way to the center of the chaos and called all the animals together near the big banyan tree. "Friends," said Kavi in his deep, calm voice that carried the weight of wisdom, "before we destroy our beautiful home and each other, let's ask one simple but important question. Who told you these things? Who planted these seeds of doubt in your hearts?" Every animal, one by one, pointed towards the same colorful parrot, Rio. Rio was brought forward, surrounded by the angry yet hurt faces of the jungle family. At first, he tried to use his sweet voice again, fluttering his wings dramatically. "Dear friends, I was only trying to help. I wanted everyone to be careful and safe. I care about all of you so much." But this time, no one believed him. The magic of his sweet words had finally lost its power. King Leo roared loudly, his voice echoing through the trees. "Your sweet words poisoned our hearts. We trusted you, and you turned us against each other." Bala the elephant said sadly, his voice trembling, "We believed your lies because they sounded so nice. They felt like friendship, but they were weapons wrapped in honey." The other animals nodded, sharing their painful stories. Lila the deer spoke about how she had lost precious time with her friends. Miko the monkey admitted he had stopped playing because he feared mockery. Even the smallest creatures came forward with their hurts. Finally, under the pressure of truth and the weight of guilt, Rio broke down. His once proud posture crumbled. With a shaky voice, he confessed everything. "I wanted power and attention," he admitted. "I used sweet lies to make you fight because I thought if you were divided, I could become important. I enjoyed the control, but I was wrong. In trying to rise above everyone, I have lost everything." The animals listened quietly. Some felt anger, others felt pity, but all felt the heavy lesson sinking in.
After a long discussion, they made a decision. Rio was banished from the jungle. He was allowed to keep his life, but he could never return to their home. As he flew away into the distant misty hills, his colorful feathers looked dull for the first time. From that day forward, the jungle slowly healed. The lion and the elephant reconciled with a long conversation and a promise to always verify before believing. Lila and Miko became best friends again. The birds sang together once more. The river seemed to sparkle brighter, and laughter returned like old friends. The animals made a new rule carved into the bark of the great banyan tree. Always check the truth before you believe sweet words. Verify the source. Protect your heart with wisdom. Moral. Dear friends, not everything that sounds sweet is good for you. Many people in this world use kind and flattering words to manipulate, cheat, create conflicts, or gain control for their own benefit. A sweet lie can destroy years of friendship in minutes. A false compliment can turn strong bonds into broken pieces.
Learn to think before you believe. Verify before you trust. Ask questions. Seek truth. Protect your peace. So remember, don't fall for sweet lies. If this story touched your heart or taught you something important, please give it a big thumbs up right now. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss new powerful moral stories that can truly change your life. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Have you ever experienced sweet lies in your own life? How did you handle it? I personally read every single comment and try to reply to as many as possible. Your stories inspire me to create more. Thank you so much for watching till the end. You were wise for choosing to learn and grow. Stay strong, stay truthful, and I'll see you in the next story. God bless you.